Did you know you have a whole team of helpers inside you working hard to keep you alive? They help to run what I like to call the factory inside you. And a part of that factory is your digestive system. It's time to meet the crew. And it's time for me to eat something. Hey guys, I'm Sammy, clinical nutritionist, jumping right out of clinic onto your screen. We are going to meet your digestion crew. I love bananas. Do you? It's time to throw this banana into my factory to extract the nutrients inside. Nutrients for my hair, my nails, there's banana in my hair. Nutrients for my eyes, and energy so I can keep doing YouTube videos. So without further ado, let's meet the crew. First up, let's meet the digestion crew. What's up there, mouth and teeth? This is where we produce saliva. In my previous video, I talked about ingestion, where we produce saliva when we see something and we smell it. Super important that we chew here. That is why we have teeth. I've got banana in my hair again. We met the teeth, which are super important at breaking things down. Also in the mouth is the tongue. When we eat, we chew with our teeth, have saliva mixed in with it, which has digestive enzymes which help to break the food down in my mouth, and my tongue, the muscle, pushes it around. Don't talk with food in your mouth. It's actually pretty rude. What a great noise. Take your time to chew it and let the little tiny bumps on your tongue, the taste buds, enjoy the flavor. While I'm doing that, my brain is getting a message.
We have food coming. If you can all return to your stations and start producing stomach acid and all the things required to break down this banana so that we have energy. Thank you.
Once you finish eating it, it goes down that big hole at the back of your throat. You know the one that if you put your finger at the back of it, like this, yeah, don't do that. This big tube here is another crew member of the digestive gang. He's called the esophagus or esophagus, depending on where you are in the world. What's up, esophagus? Believe it or not, this guy actually doesn't have teeth.
Doesn't have teeth.
So it's really important that we use the teeth that are in our mouth. We are not ducks. This is also a big muscle that pushes the banana down my throat. And if I don't chew enough, it's gonna get stuck and it's gonna be uncomfortable. It pushes it all the way down to the entry point of your stomach. And your stomach sits just under your rib cage on the left, right here. Stomach is another member of your digestive crew. This guy is pretty important because it's where most of the digestion happens. That is the breakdown of this guy. The stomach is a big bubbling pot of acid and other things such as digestive enzymes. This is where the food is cooked right down into a mulchy mess. Your stomach expands. It does this to let all that food you're eating come in. That's about how big your stomach is. It will keep stretching until the pain receptors on it will tell you to stop. The muscles in your stomach act like a blender. This is where they churn that food, the banana, depending on where you live in the world. Churning that banana into teeny tiny little pieces. And the digestion doesn't stop there. We also have our factory workers. These guys chip in with our digestive crew. Hi, pancreas. She creates something called enzymes, which also break down food. She empties these into the top part of our small intestine. She also releases something called bicarbonate, which reduces that acid in your gut. Because that stomach acid that's coming into the small intestine, we don't want it to be that acidic. And the last two members of the digestive crew, the gallbladder and the liver. Love the liver. The gallbladder stores something we call
Bile.
which is actually used to help break down fatty foods like these. The bile is released from the gallbladder into the upper part of the small intestine too. And our liver, the mother of all organs, well, she, like many of the other helpers, has a lot of jobs to do around the body. But when it comes to digestion, she produces that bile and makes a bunch of it for your gallbladder to hold on to. So the digestive crew are working hard at the moment in my body to break down the part of the banana that I just ate. It's my banana. It's not your banana. You've met the digestive crew. Here they are. And now it's time to meet the absorption crew. Now, the stomach actually absorbs some of the nutrients, so technically it's part of the absorption crew too. Here she is. She enjoys warm soups and smoothies. She's approximately 6 to 7 meters long. Whoa! Which is necessary for all the important work that she does in her part of the factory. It's my banana. Let's give it up. The head of our absorption crew, the small intestine. Her long tubes connect from the stomach all the way down to the large intestine. They are super long to make it possible for her to absorb many nutrients as she can. And if that's not impressive enough, inside those tubes, she has something called villi. These are finger-like hairs that even have hairs on their hairs. So the villi have villi on it. And these tiny little finger-like hairs are where the nutrients get sucked in to your bloodstream. The walls inside where those villi are also make digestive juices and enzymes. So some of the digestion is even still happening. So the stomach and the small intestine kind of both play a role in digestion and absorption. So that banana will reach my small intestine soon. And when it does, hopefully I chewed it enough and the stomach was acidic enough that it will be easy for those finger-like hairs to suck up all the good stuff. And last, but certainly not least, it's a one-man job. Let's hear it for the next crew member of your factory. He is the head of the elimination crew, the colon, your large intestine. What a ravishing man he is. He's known as the garbage man around here. all those leftover bits and bobs floating around in your body end up here. Some of it gets eaten by bacteria, which live here. We won't go into that today. And lots of things like toxins and unwanted things that your body doesn't want floating around in your blood because it will make you sick. Most of it ends up here. Your colon, he's also in charge of keeping you hydrated. It's checking your whole factory to see whether or not you are dehydrated, that you don't have enough water in there. And it's deciding how much water to absorb back into the body. And then whatever it doesn't want goes out the rubbish chute, never to be seen again, unless you look down. When you nourish your body well and you give your crewmate the nutrients they need to work properly, you are going to feel great. But when it isn't working so well, we don't feel so good. Check out my next video where I share 4 tips you can do right now to help improve your factory. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Here.